Good morning. Happy Friday Eve. Hope all is well. And it's going to be a very busy day for me. I had lunch yesterday with a client, and as we're continuing to talk to you hiring managers about what to do and what not to do when you're looking for top talent, this particular client, actually I've had several clients ask me this question. Where's your sweet spot, Erin? Where do you specialize? And it's an interesting question because I'm a recruiter. That's what I specialize in, finding top talent. I'm an investigator, FBI agent, CIA agent, and I find the really hard to find purple in the squirrel type candidates. However, in my business, recruitment has changed. Now, what I used to tell my team was you have to be a branding professional as well as a technologist. And technology is changing so fast, you have to keep up with those trends in order to utilize it to its full capacity. So what I specialize in is building HR and talent acquisition functions within companies, especially companies that don't have a department, or perhaps a company went through a bankruptcy, and they now were bought by investors and they're becoming a new entity. I do a lot of that type of work. Really fun stuff because you're building something from scratch, but the product and or the patients, etc., already exist, right? So from that perspective, you have to find systems that are compatible. You have to make sure that your payroll system coincides with possibly your onboarding, and then you want your onboarding to coincide with your applicant tracking system. Okay, that's all IT stuff, technical stuff. But what about the systems and the ways in which we find top talent? Top talent these days, it's really interesting. Candidates want to see inside your company. They want to look at you and understand the culture via pictures, via video. They are not tied to a job description per se. They want to know more about the culture. They want to know a day in a life. They do go out to Glassdoor. They go out to Glassdoor or Indeed, and they read the write-ups. They look inside at the culture regarding your brand. Candidates want to know a company's brand, and they especially want work-life balance today. Times have changed, people. After 2007, 2008, the economic slowdown, candidates don't have trust anymore in corporate America, and they want what they want. And so it's really important that you are branding your company as an employer of choice. It's important that you are not hiding behind your computer hiring managers, but you are leaning in and posting your jobs on LinkedIn. Maybe you are videoing yourself just like I'm videoing myself and sharing that with your network. Maybe it's talking about what makes your company different. Today, it has totally changed. Look, I'm going to show you this. If I can turn my screen around. I want to show you on a day-to-day basis what recruiters do. Well, my screen isn't letting me do it, but on a day-to-day basis, recruiters source different ways. So we've got job boards, okay? So you can post and pray on job boards. And then you've got social media. This is really where the opportunity is for us to really brand the company as an employer of choice. Go out and market your company to Facebook, to Post Beyond, to LinkedIn, to Twitter. Are you doing tweet chats as a company? Don't be scared, employers, about doing this. I mean, social media is like the number one spot where we're hiring and seeing increase in ROI in terms of hires and fills. Of course, you can't deny grassroots, right? So you've got to, while you're doing the job boards and the social media, We've got to always make sure that we're addressing employer referrals, that we're holding events, hosting events. What about silver medalist strategies? Are you looking at candidates that you may have hired, or I'm sorry, not hired, interviewed in the past, but they were second runner-up? Are you reaching back out to those people? You have to do that. What about lists from conferences? What about local partnerships? What about alumni and university associations? Those are all the things that you need to be doing. Coincide with social media and branding, coincide with post and pray, and then of course technology, right? Utilizing all of those media outlets and making sure that you have an applicant tracking system or a CRM that tracks that technology. There's applications such as Lucia, Hound, and Profit that will enable recruiters to find contact information. There's Zoom Info, great technology site where you can really build talent mapping lists and build out a company's organizational structure. And then, I keep saying this, but your applicant tracking system, your CRM, it's got to be good to go. You've got to use it. You've got to make sure that all of your candidates get funneled into that applicant tracking system or CRM, so they can so you can send out messaging, so you can show your brand, so you can showcase the company from the inside out. You want to showcase your company from the inside out. If you don't, you are going to fall behind. And gang, let me tell you something. It's not going away. Technology is only going to get worse. I am looking at texting campaigns right now because we're all on text. I mean, who picks up the phone? I pick up the phone. I like to call people. I like to talk. But texting is going to be the next thing. Video job descriptions. So keep that all in the back of your head. And so that's my sweet spot. It's really developing effective sourcing strategies, building the infrastructure so your company can acquire the top talent it deserves. Don't get left behind. Like my page, Core RPO.